your problems are not real. And at the end of the day, you just gotta do what you gotta do, man. What's up, guys? So this is the second video I'm actually making today, which is amazing. Love that. Consistency is picking up crazy. So yeah, it's 6:47 in the morning right now, and we out here. Look at this beautiful view of the lagoon right here. I'm scaring off the little dovies, pigeons. I think these tropical birds is they're too different, too beautiful to be called pigeons, so I call them exotic doves. So yeah, man. So tonight I actually stayed up the whole night. Wouldn't really recommend that, but the thing is, I mean, how else you gonna fucking make shit happen and get shit done when you need to? And you know, sometimes it seems like there's not enough fucking time in the day, you know, to get in all those hours of sleep. Like you got shit to do. So I just stayed up. I did a video at about 4:40ish, and right now it was 6:47 when I started this. And yeah, definitely I do feel tiredness, but fuck it, we out here. That leads us right into today's topic, which is your problems are not real. Just do what you have to do. So yeah, man, let's dive into this shit. Let's fucking go. So excited for life to start the day. See, I normally stay up late and I don't get to be up during this time. And it's so fucking beautiful. It's so beautiful during this time. I love it so much. I'm actually gonna flip the camera really quickly because this is amazing right here. I got the cinematic mode, so it's blurred in the background. But yeah, you gotta see this shit. It's beautiful. We had a little bit of rain, so we got the droplets here on the foliage. How beautiful is this, man? How beautiful is life? And then here goes the view that we got in the background on our walk this morning. Wow, man. This is what life is about to me, man. I'm a nature person, and this is what this shit is about, man. Love it. So yeah, we got the beautiful view, but let's get back into it. So boom, your problems are not real, and at the end of the day, you just gotta do what you gotta do, man. So let's break it down, man. All right, so this shit is just flowing to me right now. All right, I'm getting fucking downloads and shit. Hold on, my bad. I keep getting distracted by this beautiful scenery. That's Dove Island I was talking about in my other video. Here at the lagoon, there's this little island where all the doves just chill on. In the middle of the lagoon, it's this little island. Shit is mad cool. Fucking love that shit. See, this is Dove Island over here. That's what I call that. It's Dove Island. Look at this fucking view, man. This is so beautiful, so peaceful, serene. Get you some nice, good clarity. You know, talk to God over here. Fucking love it. So yeah, peep this. All right, so you know, human beings are kind of like some hybrid beings between the animal kingdom, and God, or the gods. There's an ancient story of the Anunnaki coming to Earth, higher beings from a higher realm, from a higher frequency, coming to Earth and mating with animals, the original humans, or whatever, and creating pretty much us who we are modern day, where essentially humans are demigods pretty much. And it actually breaks down scientifically. That's actually the, what do you call it, that's the like mythology behind it. But you know, the beautiful thing about life is the truth, and everything always comes full circle and makes sense. In the modern religion of the world, which is science, we can make it make perfect sense. Check this shit out, how I break this shit down. So apparently via evolution, you know, humans have evolved from simple beings like fucking amphibians and shit like that, lower beings, and have evolved into what we are today. So this all ties into your problems and how they're not real, and how you just gotta do what you gotta do to create the life you want and to be godlike, because God is creation and order. So when you find that order in your life and you start to create, that's the most fulfilling thing we can do as humans. You know why? Because that's the closest we can get to God, because we can't be God here. We can't be, and God's just a word, but we understand what God is when we say God. We can't be omnipresent and all-knowing. So the closest that we can get, and you know, the creative force of the universe, while we're here perceiving from our lower fractal version of that, from our ego in this lower realm where we have fallen from harmony here to perceive. So every morning when we wake up as these beings, when we're this version of ourselves, because we're not just this, we're also a part of the subconscious, we're also a part of God. We're just a smaller fractal, a lower resolution version of God. But that's when we're here. So when we're here, we can't be omnipresent, we can't be all-knowing. But the closest way that we can get to God, that we feel closest to God in our higher self, is to create. I love how the fucking sun is beaming, the sun is coming out right now. The closest that we can get to God is to create here on earth. So that's why we feel the best when we get to create our life and create our vision and make our visions come to life. All right, that is okay. So let me take it a step back. So we have 3 parts of our brain, if I'm not mistaken. I have an understanding of this concept. The fucking anatomy and fucking complete science may be off. Probably is 100% accurate, but you know, I didn't go to fucking school for anatomy. To my understanding, this is how it works. So our brains that we are currently using right now as Homo sapiens sapiens, or whatever the fuck, this version that we are right now, our brains are essentially 3 separate organisms on top of each other, right? We have our reptile brain, we have our paleocortex, and we have our prefrontal cortex. And if you ever look at the structure of a brain, you'll actually get to see these masses have developed over top of each other. Like, so our reptile brain, which is our brainstem, which is the most primitive part of our brain, which is the same functions. So each one of these different areas of the brain have different functions and have allowed us to evolve into what we're into today, where we can create our problems. So, but the problems don't get created in the reptile brain. The reptile brain has a function of pretty much keeping us alive, and that is literally it. And that means eating, staying away from prey, and reproducing and having sex, which is also survival, because that passes on your genes, which is still you, and that's you surviving. So that's what our reptile brain is in charge of, and that's all that reptiles are capable of. Reptiles don't have emotions, and they don't think about their girlfriend or want to watch Netflix or fucking try to create their reality. Reptiles just are trying to not get killed. They're trying to eat to survive long enough to reproduce, to live longer and still survive. This is God and the order of the world, the order of the universe, striving to stay alive, and that's the basis, and that's the existence of reptiles in a nutshell. So we have that same area of our brain, which they call the reptile brain, which is in charge of those functions. It connects directly to our spinal cord. That's the base of our brain. So here's the funny part about all this. Really, we're exactly the same when it comes to our physical bodies and our physical manifestation. Here, look at how fucking vascular and lean I am. Okay, some one arm pull-ups real quick, just for a little pump. So boom, our reptile brain, we function from that. That's the most primitive part of our brain. It connects to our spine, which connects to all our nervous system, where all the information flows through to get to the other parts of our brain. But that's the most base part of our brain, where everything flows through. Therefore, that is actually what we are. Then we developed monkeys developed first the paleocortex, which is the second mass on top of your reptile brain, which is a lot bigger than your brainstem, if I'm not mistaken. It's significantly more size added on to the brain, and that function of that is to allow us to reason, to think. I believe that's where social hierarchies and stuff come in. That's why monkeys have hierarchies also, and that just like we do, humans, it's all about status, and there is a hierarchy in which everybody falls into line, and that's what allows us to organize and civilize and have societies, right? Groups, sociology, you know what I'm saying? That's reasoning, I believe, emotions as well. That's all the paleocortex, that second layer. I'm not even sure if it's called the paleocortex. I'm pretty sure though. But I know it's the second evolution, the second mass on top of our reptile brain. So here's where things get clouded. That right there is where our problems get created pretty much. Reasoning, thinking. Because in reality, we're still technically animals here. Well, we're partially animals, like I said. When we became demigods, essentially, and when humans became half animal, half god, pretty much. That was the base. That was one of the first important things that happened with that, because that's what allowed us to reason and to think, and that whole thing. That is where our problems are created in our head. Because in reality, technically, we're still animals. So technically, really, we're no different than the reptiles in the sense that we're trying to survive. We're trying not to fucking die. We're trying to eat so we can live long enough to fucking pass our genes so that God can continue to live on forever and experience this reality and keep learning and adding to the collective consciousness and knowing and learning and knowledge of the all-knowing and omnipresent, right? That's our goal. That's really what we're still doing. Nothing is different. We just added this other layer on top where we can think and we can create. That includes our problems that we create with that area of our brain, but it's not even real because that is on top of our reptile brain, which is running our whole life. Your reptile brain is actually running your whole life. Your reward systems, the biggest natural human rewards are sex and food. The biggest natural dopamine rewards that you'll get. This video is actually going to be a lot longer than I thought, but I'm going off right now, so I'm going to keep going with this. I didn't know when I had this title that I was going to get this deep, but fuck it. Our biggest dopamine natural rewards, right? The biggest dopamine hits that you can get naturally without taking drugs is eating a nice meal and having sex, right? So if you think about it, that is what's driving our whole life. That's why we do everything in life. To get those dopamine rewards, that's what we're chasing. We're trying to eat and we're trying to pass on our genes. Those are the biggest natural rewards, and that's what we're actually doing in life. It's not much more than that. Everything else is created in our heads, and we're actually in control of what we can create with that. So now we're starting to get onto the topic. Your problems are not real. Just do what you gotta do. Then we had another development, which really put us ahead and fucking, made us some real fucking even closer to God than we previously were, but more further away from animals, more closer to God, when we developed our prefrontal cortex. And that is another mass that I believe is smaller than the paleocortex, if I'm not mistaken. But it's another mass. So there goes reptile brain, which is connected to your spine, your brainstem. Then there's the paleo. On top, I think that's the most of the mass in the middle, and then there's a smaller, I believe, or maybe same size. I don't believe our prefrontal is bigger than the second cortex. So boom, then we developed that, and that changed the game. That is where I think the Anunnaki came, and that's what they fucking gave us to separate us, because that's when we separated from the monkeys. And what our prefrontal cortex allowed us to do was pretty much essentially to create reality more effectively and to create the future and get even closer to God, closer to creation with that. Because what the prefrontal cortex allows you to do is pretty much plan for the future. So that is really what set humans apart, because now we can use our brain. Well, we're talking about the brain. We can use our thinking and reasoning part of our brain, the other cortex. We can use that then, and we can project into the future, and we can consciously make decisions in the present to create our future. This is fucking huge fucking shit. This is huge shit right here. This is huge shit. This fucking separated us. And that's why, if you'll notice, see me, once I started to get to 25, for males, that frontal cortex is the last part of your brain that develops, and it doesn't finish developing for males. I believe for females it's earlier, but it doesn't finish developing for men until you are 25. Then that's when it's fully developed. So for me personally, I noticed the difference in my life and in my thinking after I turned 25, when my frontal cortex was developed. Before then I was just living life like, just trying to make shit happen, not really giving a fuck about my health, not really giving a fuck if I lived, none of that shit, like just focusing on the moment. But once you hit that 25, you start to really be grateful that you even made it that far in life. You start to really see all of the crazy shit that you made it through before that point. You start to feel really fucking blessed and be like, damn, God is really looking out for me, because how the fuck did I make it through all that shit? Damn, I'm actually blessed, and I'm not as great and fucking, like, I'm not this super fucking, like, it's not all me, clearly, that I made it through this shit. Looking back and seeing all the danger I put myself in and shit like that, clearly it's God, and clearly I should be more grateful for life, and I should really plan ahead more. And I should have more respect for life, and I should try to plan ahead. That's when you get a real big shift. You start to kick shit up, and you start to really change. Now that we have an understanding of the different parts of the brain and their functions and how it ties into the Anunnaki and everything ties to fucking together, that's how we're gonna tie this shit back in with the fucking topic today. Because I'm gonna go And I know I'll be all over the place, but it's still cohesive, and I'll still bring it back together. And that's what's different about this channel here. That's what's different about the takeover, and that's why we take over the world, because this shit is different right here. Different energy. You know what I'm saying? We're on a different type of time right here. We've been on a lot of journeys. We've been on a lot of journeys in life. Been through a lot of shit in life. We've had a lot of journeys with, you know, tripping. We've had a lot of experiences to get us to process all this shit. So that brings us back to the fucking topic. Now that we have that understanding, I'm so glad that this is coming out of me. I didn't expect this. Hold on. Let's get a quick view of this lagoon one more time, because this shit is beautiful. This shit is, it never gets old, man. It's actually beautiful. I'm actually going to pan across, and I'm going to leave it silent, even though there's some background noise, but I'm just going to be silent so we can take this in. You see, the world is a mirror, man. Whatever is going on inside of you, whatever you don't like in the world, like, that's your reflection out into the world, and that's what you need to work on yourself. See, like, you see this lagoon is a perfect reflection right here. See, life is a mirror, man. Life is a mirror, and to me, I'm looking in the mirror right now. This shit is beautiful. I fucking love it. Gracias a Dios. God is great, man. Just look at this. It's amazing to be able to experience this, man. And hey, the contrast is what makes life even more amazing. It's that contrast. That contrast that really pushes you towards what you want to experience, and you can create that after you understand what you don't want to experience first. And that's the beauty in it, man. Life is beautiful. So yeah, we're gonna continue walking, but usually I'll do this at like 5 in the morning. Right now it's like 7. We got some people walking and shit, but fuck it. Your problems, they're not real. They're not real. They're made up in your head, okay? Really, what's only real is we're trying to fucking survive. That brainstem, all the other shit is not real. You created it. That means your problems you created too. That means that they're not real. That means that you can disregard them. Listen, people don't understand this about life. You know, I hear people speaking on psychopaths and shit like that. This is beautiful. We're in the tropics. We're about to come up on the takeover sign right now, on the takeover stamp in the foundation, because you know we gotta fucking leave our fucking mark in life. Check it out. Take over. Take over. It's camouflage right now, but we here, baby. If you just look and you read between the lines, you can see the takeovers everywhere you look, embedded in reality. So yeah, fuck your problems. Fuck your problems. Fuck my problems. Fuck the problems, man. All we know is we program ourselves like computers. We do what we have to do, and we get it done. Now, it seems very psychopathic. It's easy to say, but the reality is we're humans and we have feelings, and this is not an easy feat. It's not an easy feat, but it can be done. But it can be done. That's the fucking message that I'm sharing. Because a lot, you know, it's easy to get caught up in the shit, because I really think we do it for fun. I asked myself why, and I think honestly, I think we enjoy it. I think we enjoy it because we don't need to. But once you understand this, you understand that those problems are created. It's much easier for you to just do what you have to do and say, you know what, this isn't real. I've created these problems for myself, and I can solve them by just programming myself like a computer. I have outcomes that I want to achieve. I have outcomes that I want to create in my world, in my reality. I have outcomes that I want to create in my reality. And life is so fucking simple. I have this saying that I keep saying, everything is easy. Because everything is fucking easy, bro. Everything is so simple. It's just we create the fucking difficulty in our head. But if you notice, a lot of things you think are difficult, when you start trying them and you push past a certain threshold, it's not ever difficult. It's not ever difficult. You can train your mind to do anything. Anything that you want to do, you can research. I mean, we have the fucking internet, which is pretty much the Alexandria library. Like, that's the fucking knowledge of the fucking world right there in your fucking phone on a black mirror, black magic mirror. Like, come on. Figure out what the fuck you want to do. You want to do YouTube, you want to build a platform, you want to do Instagram, you want to teach people this, you want to sell this. Fucking search it up. There's a million people doing it successfully, giving information. Search it up. They'll tell you what the fuck to do. It's easy. You can put the pieces together yourself. You can study the people. You could see how they did it. And then it's simple. So you pick the things you want to do, and then you go find out what you have to do to achieve it, and then you program yourself. This is where people get it fucked up. They'll see it, but then they don't follow through. They psych themselves out. They create the problem, and they can't just make it through those little small moments. There's always small moments where it's difficult. You think something's going to be difficult, you start doing it, and then you're like, damn, I don't know how to do this. Therefore, it's difficult, it's uncomfortable. If you can push through that little fucking uncomfortableness, you'll find this flow state and this state of peace and you'll learn actually too. And once you learn, it becomes easier and easier. You become better and better. And this process of mastering a craft is the same with anything, absolutely anything you do in life. It's the same process. And if you get the process down, that's when this shit becomes easy. Like I said, everything's easy. Everything's easy. You put your fucking mind to it. You just do it. You make it through those little moments of difficulty where it feels difficult, but you're tricking yourself. And then you just make it through that, and then you keep learning, you keep getting better. And you don't seek instant gratification, which we seek nowadays because of social media, drugs, sex, casual sex, like all these dopamine hits and all that instant gratification that normally we will be chasing. We will be fucking hunting and shit to fucking get the dopamine of food and fucking trying to reproduce. But everything's so easy. We get it so fast now that nobody can just fucking sit through and do shit long enough to get the long-term gratification, which is always better. Instant gratification is cheaper, it's faster, and it's worse in the long run, just like anything in life. When you take the time and this long-term gratification, it's more lasting and it's better personally, right? You want to suffer on the front and not on the back. It's worse to suffer on the back end. Me personally, like, hey, if you want to fucking take drugs and get your instant gratification and have a bunch of casual sex, listen, I'm not perfect. I've been through all this shit. And I'm still working on the hypersexuality shit that I have going on. I'm still working on controlling that, but I already beat the fucking drugs. You know what I'm saying? So I understand and I get it. But I'm just sharing my knowledge right now. Due to that, that's why people can't sit through and do the fucking long-term gratification that's not instant. But once you do that, it's fucking simple. What problems are there really? Man? You just gotta accept shit in life. Relationship problems. Alright, you weren't supposed to be with the person. I'm sure there's a bunch of fucking great lessons that you got from it. If you're not fucking dumb and you can actually self-reflect, you don't just blame everything on the other person, and there's a bunch of good experiences you got out of it. Okay, accept that. Accept those good experiences, accept those lessons, and move on with your fucking life and continue on the mission. Was the mission of your whole life just to fucking have a partner? Or was it to create your vision that you have in your head and make that a reality and live that reality? Okay, so what the fuck are we talking about here? You know what I'm saying? Besides relationship problems, what are there other problems? Money problems. Why is there a money problem? Because you're not fucking doing what the fuck you're supposed to do. You're probably fucking lazy. You're probably fucking lazy as shit, honestly. Or yeah, realistically, you're probably just lazy. Or you're not doing the right research. You're not fucking putting together the plan. But most likely, you're probably lazy. You probably have really bad habits. You didn't self-reflect enough to try to learn and follow the paths of success and recreate it yourself. To seek those people and those mentors. So, what problems are we really fucking talking about? Because all the solutions are so simple. So what the fuck are we talking about? All that there is do what you gotta do. Now just do what you gotta do. Now that you understand that the problem's not real, okay, now revert back to the things that you picked that you want to do. Okay, you did the research. You know the things you have to do to get the things you want. So just do those things. Like, what the fuck? Yo, it's insane. It blows my mind how fucking simple life is and can be. It's mind-blowing, bro. Like, everything is easy. Everything is easy, bro. Come on. This is nature agreeing with me right now. Stealing the show right now. Shout out to that bird or whatever animal that was. Gotta love it. But yeah, man, I mean, it's coming to an end. I pretty much made the point. I actually killed this better than I fucking thought. Let's take another look at the lagoon really quickly. Yep, I fucking love it. I love life. Here's Dove Island right here. There's not a bunch of doves on it right now. I think normally they're showing from that side, so you have to see down the lagoon a little bit to see them. I think they normally chill on that side. Probably has something to do with the sun or some shit, but just come on, this shit is fucking beautiful. Wow. Thank you, God, for this amazing experience. I come out here and it feels like I'm on fucking acid. Like, it feels surreal. It doesn't even feel real. Like, I love this. It gives me so much peace. I'm connected with Gaia, connected with Mother Nature, that nurturing energy from nature. Fucking love it, man. And I'm trying to share this with you guys, man. This is through the screen. I mean, it is 4K, but damn, I'm trying to share this experience the best I can. It's beautiful. It's making me grateful for life. So yeah, I think we pretty much, we got to the point. We drove the point home. We knocked it out the fucking park. We hit a home run, actually, funny enough, because I didn't expect this type of gold to come out of me. And it's a shame that my channel's just starting to build, because I wish it's a shame that my channel is just starting to build, because this needs to be seen on a fucking mass level. This is some golden shit that I'm fucking coming out the dome with. Like, this one was crazy. So if you are lucky enough to happen to stumble upon this, God bless your soul. You know, I just want to let you know, God loves you. You're seeing this for a reason. Apply this shit, man. Keep watching my content, because I'm a fucking goat, man. And I'm a beautiful vessel, I'm a beautiful vessel and tool that God uses to speak through me, these insights and my experiences in life, for me to be able to bring this to you. I'm happy you're here. I'm happy you took this in. I'm happy to fucking share. And yeah, I love you guys. Now let's talk about my programs that I have, which is, we have borderline anabolic, because you want to manifest in your life, like we're speaking of. You want to create. So the first thing that you need to create, the first thing you have, is your vision of self. Everybody has a vision of self, and your vision of self is definitely going to be in shape, looking great, gonna have a great body. That's where my program comes in, borderline anabolic. Now listen, the credibility that I have right now is to go look at my first shorts and go see the progress that I have. Go see the transformation that I have with myself in just 3 months. It looks like I'm on steroids. Absolutely natural. All my testosterone in my body comes from my fucking balls. And I just know exactly what I'm doing. I have the knowledge. I've been working out for over 15 years, close to 20 years actually. And like actually lifting and studying, learning how to manipulate the body, the human body, and how to achieve the results you want in the gym to get the body you want. And the way that I've done that, the program that I've constructed with the knowledge that I've learned over the years, it's really simple. It's pretty much 3 parts. So the first part is progressive overload lifting. That's how you're going to build muscle or tone up. Now this program is good for you if you want to tone up, get more cut, you want to just get some definition, if you want to lose weight, you know what I'm saying, if you need to lose a lot of weight, or if you want to build mass and build muscle. Either way, this program is perfect for you. It just changes, and I'll actually specifically tailor it to what you're trying to do and where you're at now. So it consists of 3 things: progressive overload weight training, calisthenics, and the fucking X factor in this all that brings it all together beautifully, like a beautiful symphony, is the macros. Keeping track of the macros, hitting the correct macros for your goals. Once I get you on that program, man, you stay consistent with that shit, you will get the body you want. Trust me, I've done it myself, and I'm excited to make some transformations for people so that they could feel the same thing I felt, so that they could feel confident. They could feel the same thing I feel, so they can feel confident in themselves, so they can have better relationships romantically, business, so they can have a better relationship with their self, respect their self much more, so they can get all the benefits that come with getting that body, because that body is not going to come for free. You're going to have certain traits learned along the way to get that body. And that's going to translate into other areas of your life. Discipline, the ability to sacrifice and endure suffering for a greater vision, to manifest a bigger vision. Consistency, you know what I'm saying? Structure, listening to your body and your intuition. This is powerful shit, man. This is powerful shit. Right now, the program for 1 month is $250, but I was thinking about it, and you know what? That shit is too fucking cheap. That shit is too cheap. So I'm gonna do that for a little bit longer, but pretty soon I'm about to raise the price to like $2,000 or some shit. Because honestly, this shit is life-changing. I really want to help people out and change their life. And people don't take shit seriously when they don't pay that much for it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't need people who are gonna fucking quit and shit like that. I need people who are actually invested in themselves so that they're gonna fucking follow through, so I don't waste my fucking time. So right now it's $250 for the month, but I'm about to raise that shit very soon. So definitely get the fucking borderline anabolic program. Get your fucking body right first. Also, the second thing that I sell right now is my fucking time. Calls. one-on-one coaching. Now, this can be coaching for fitness. That's my number one area of expertise. It can also be coaching for mindset. If you just see these videos, you just want to talk to me one-on-one pretty much. It can pretty much be about anything, but my main areas of expertise, fitness, number one, mindset, a little bit of credit here and there. If you're interested, the sun is popping out now. Yeah, the sun is really popping out now. Gracias a Dios. Beautiful, man. It's so beautiful being up at this time. Fucking love it. So, yeah, the one-on-one for the borderline anabolic program, just message me on Takeover Worldwide on IG. We got the original ad, just Takeover Worldwide. You message me and DM me anabolic. That's how I'll know that you're interested in the 1 month program to transform your body. I'll get you started on that. Give you a workout plan. We'll give you your macros to meet. We'll set you up. And listen, it's in my best interest to fucking give you a transformation so I can get more clients. You know, I'm a psychopathic, obsessive person. When I focus on something, I get it done. You become one of my first clients. You become a client of mine. You know, that's my name on the line. I'm gonna do everything in my fucking power, which I'm a powerful being, you know, to get you where you need to be, to get us where we need to be. That's borderline anabolic. Now, the one-on-one, to go back to that. If you're interested in the one-on-one, you want some of my time, you want to be able to just actually talk to me, ask me specific questions. I offer my time, 30 minutes at a time usually. We'll discuss pricing in the DM. I'm telling you right now, it's not going to be cheap. I'm not about to spend 30 minutes answering your questions for some cheap shit. You know, I value myself and my time. So if you value me enough that you want to invest in yourself so that I can share my time with you. Now listen, I'm very generous though too, and I'm also human. We get to flowing in the conversation. Who knows what's gonna happen? But yeah, you're interested in the one-on-one, go ahead and reach out to me on the same Instagram, Takeover Worldwide, the original @ very simple. Reach out to me there, message me one-on-one. I know exactly what you're talking about, and we'll go from there. You let me know your budget, and I'll let you know how much time I got for you based off that, and let me know the topic you're mainly interested in. Yeah, man, we here. I didn't even sleep tonight. I'm just on fucking go, man. I don't got time for no bullshit. Fuck the problems. The problems aren't real. Fuck them. I ain't sleep. I don't fucking need sleep. I'm gonna keep going today. I'm gonna fucking kill it. If I gotta take a few 15-minute naps, it's gonna be good. And guess what? Tomorrow I'm gonna sleep really good. And I put this energy to use that I had today. So yeah, yo, I love you guys. Let's fucking do it. We're going crazy. The channel is exploding. The channel is absolutely going anabolic, man. We just hit 500 subscribers like 2 days ago. We're about to hit 600 subscribers. The exponential growth is happening, and I fucking love it, man. We did like 100 subscribers the first month, and then like 300 the second month, and like it just keeps going up. The views, like we're getting 300k views a month so far in the last 28 days for the shorts. The long form content is starting to pick up. I'm starting to get better and more comfortable on camera. These ideas are flowing better and better. Edit's getting better, content's getting better. I'm getting better. I'm working on myself. So yeah, we're gonna continue on that anabolic exponential upward trajectory. Take over worldwide. We're taking over the fucking world. You know how we do. You know it's all love. Holla at your boy. Another one in the books. Do it, baby.